Continuing education. It's week 1 here at Dance with Intention. Welcome back to our second season of classes in 2023. Today's April 10th. I think so.
Yeah, sounds right.
We learned or reviewed our J hook inside of a basic whip. So we practiced doing a J hook pass, and then we added in the J hook to a whip. So then we made it an 8-count pattern. And then we took that 8-count pattern, added a rotation, an inside roll out for the followers. And then we added in our last piece, which was a whip with the inside roll out to a hip catch to a release. So now that you know what you're in for, we'll show you what we're talking about. Mark's following, I'm leading. So basic sugar push, 1, 2, 3, and 4. J hook pass, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So you can use the concept of a J hook, leaders, in your dancing and just see how your follower responds. If she understands how to, or they, create a pivot step on 2 and pass you and walk back away, then they'll most likely be successful at also doing other whip style variations. You can also see if your follower is responsive and what that timing kind of feels like before putting pressure on both of you and putting it into an 8-count move. When we talked about this for the followers, on 1 pivot step on 2, the 2, you have the action of rotation as you're completing it. So as you're stepping forward on 2, you're going on the weight of the ball, then you're starting to rotate, and then you finish and you release the weight back into your heel because now you move backwards. 1 pivot 2, and you move backward onto the heel, and then you start to move 3 and 4. Leaders, we talked about stepping forward on count 2 so that your partnership feels the compression a lot sooner. If you take your step back for 1, 2, you're gonna have a hard time finding compression early on. So as I took my step 1, I stepped forward towards the partnership, which made the follower kind of almost run into that contact point. From there, we picked up the back, leaders, and started to search for the follower's frame on the back and built into a closed position whip. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. We talked about getting your follower a lot sooner on in the game. Some of the leaders were picking up a little bit late. And this allows you to not only determine the speed that your follower is going, but for you to start to work on calculating when you're going to get to the maximum of your arm reaching. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The next thing we took a look at was making it a sharper or whippier whip, a little bit more dynamic. We had the followers go straight through the leaders, and the leaders, we took a delay on opening up and facing the partner so that as we came across the slot on the back end of the 4, we had a nice little snap for 5. It'll look like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, go 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you can see that there's a change of speed for us in this move, but it's still 8 counts. The reason it looks a little bit faster is here as you're getting the triple step, I'm not turning to face my partner and then placing my weight over here. I'm staying longer facing the direction that we just came from. So that's my 3 and 4, and then I'm bringing my foot across the slot on the and I'm transferring my weight on the back end of that, and then going 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you can see in that one, we kind of chest bumped a little bit. But that's not normally going to happen. That's just because we're slowing it down and breaking it out. From there, we moved on and added in the fun inside underarm pass for the followers. So J-hook entrance to your whip, catch, bring through, and release and finish your anchor. Let's do it from the other side. Same thing. J-hook, catch, release, and triple step. Then we took it one step further and did a hip catch at the end. So it'll look like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Or 12 or 20, whatever it takes for you to make it feel good. As you're doing the hip catch, we talked about to the followers, making sure that they settle into the hand and fill up the weight there. So followers, making sure that you let your hip weight settle and transfer into your side so that I can feel not only your hip bone, but also your ribs and your shoulders going away from me. And this allows for there to be something like stretch, like anchor, that at the end, so that I can send you out without having to pull you or push you, or for you to feel like you're being pulled, or all of that good stuff. Anything else that I missed that we kind of... Okay. Yeah, that was mostly it. The last thing was at the end when we had the hip catch here, we did it without the hand a couple times just for you guys to feel that you could lead through the pattern and still end up getting to that same result. Wonderful job today. We'll see you guys all next time.